The Outlander universe is about to expand, and I'm beyond excited. A brand new prequel series, Outlander, Blood of My Blood, is on its way, and I can already feel it becoming the perfect follow-up to the original series, which is sadly nearing its end. The good news is that production has already kicked off for Blood of My Blood, and we've got all the details. Let's dive in. A few months ago, we got our first look at Blood of My Blood, and the photos have completely drawn me in. The series introduces two central couples, Jamie Fraser's parents, Ellen Mackenzie and Brian Fraser, and Claire Beauchamp's parents, Julia Morriston and Henry Beecham. Ellen and Brian embody everything we love about Highland romance: tartan, heartfelt gazes, and undeniable chemistry. On the other hand, Julia and Henry exude a refined, elegant charm from the World War I era. Their connection is different but just as captivating. Even without dialogue, these photos tell a story, and I can't wait to see how it unfolds on screen. Ellen and Brian's relationship is particularly intriguing because it forms the foundation of Jamie's character. Seeing them share tender moments in the Highland backdrop gives me chills. It's clear their love is deeply rooted in loyalty and sacrifice. Meanwhile, Julia and Henry's story offers a distinctly modern and cinematic quality that sets it apart from the Highland romance of Ellen and Brian. Imagine them gliding through the streets in an elegant car, impeccably dressed in period-appropriate attire that exudes the refined sophistication of the World War I era. Their poised demeanor hints at a deep emotional connection, while the intensity in their eyes promises a love story that is both profound and enduring. The backdrop of a world in turmoil adds layers of complexity to their romance, as their relationship unfolds against the uncertainties and sacrifices brought on by war. What makes their story particularly compelling is its ability to juxtapose refinement with raw emotion. It captures not only the elegance of their time but also the quiet strength required to navigate love in the face of societal expectations and global upheaval. Julia and Henry's journey speaks to a different kind of resilience, one forged not in battlefields or rugged landscapes, but in the emotional and psychological trials of an era marked by transformation and change. These contrasting romances, Ellen and Brian's rugged Highland passion versus Julia and Henry's sophisticated modern love, not only reflect different time periods but also illustrate the universal truth that love transcends challenges. Whether it's overcoming cultural constraints, enduring the chaos of war, or simply finding strength in one another, both couples demonstrate how love can persist, adapt, and flourish under even the most trying circumstances. Together, their stories provide a rich tapestry of love that bridges generations and redefines what it means to truly connect with someone. One exciting element is the return of familiar names. We'll see Dougal and Colum Mackenzie in their youth, portrayed with a fresh energy that promises to give us a new perspective on these iconic characters. Dougal's determination and Colum's authority were pivotal in Outlander, and now we'll witness how these brothers became the complex men we know. For me, it's like rediscovering a part of their history I never knew I needed. Other familiar figures, like Murtagh Fraser, Lord Lovat, Jocasta Cameron, and Mrs. Fitz, will also make appearances. It's like reconnecting with old friends while uncovering hidden chapters of their lives. I'm especially curious about Murtagh and Jocasta. Will the show hint at their eventual connection? It would be so satisfying to see their paths cross in this earlier timeline, even briefly. At its core, Blood of My Blood explores the love stories of Jamie and Claire's parents. Ellen and Brian's romance unfolds in the rugged Highlands of the 18th century, a world steeped in tradition and conflict. Meanwhile, Julia and Henry's story is set during the transformative years of World War I in England. These narratives run parallel but differ in tone and setting, making it an exciting exploration of how these couples shaped the lives of Jamie and Claire. What excites me most is how this prequel will deepen the Outlander universe in ways we've never seen before. It's not just about adding new layers to the characters we already know and love, it's about truly delving into the emotional and cultural roots of Jamie and Claire's story. Their bond has always felt larger than life, almost as though it was written in the stars, and this series gives us the opportunity to understand why. By exploring the romances of their parents, Brian and Ellen, and Julia and Henry, we'll gain a deeper appreciation of how these relationships influenced Jamie and Claire's own values, choices, and unshakable connection. Brian and Ellen's love story, for example, promises to highlight the strength, loyalty, and passion that Jaime carries in his heart. Their sacrifices and devotion to one another may mirror the challenges Jaime and Claire face, creating a poignant parallel between the generations. On the other hand, Julia and Henry's resilience during the transformative years of World War I may shine a light on the quiet strength and adaptability that Claire exhibits throughout her journey. The idea of seeing echoes of Brian and Ellen's relationship in Jaime and Claire's dynamic, or finding traces of Julia and Henry's courage and perseverance in Claire's unyielding determination, is incredibly exciting. It will be fascinating to uncover how these earlier love stories, though different in time and setting, shape the legacy of love that Jaime and Claire carry forward. This prequel doesn't just enrich the characters, it ties the entire Outlander saga together, making us appreciate the depth of the relationships and the power of love that transcends time and circumstance. There's even a possibility we might glimpse a young Claire in the prequel, perhaps as a child born during the shadow of World War I. It would be a clever way to tie the two stories together and create a deeper emotional connection. What do you think? Would seeing a young Claire add an extra layer of meaning to the series? The team behind Blood of My Blood certainly knows what they're doing. With Outlander showrunner Matthew B. Roberts at the helm and Diana Gabaldon consulting, the show is in excellent hands. Roberts has shared his excitement about exploring universal themes like love, loyalty, and sacrifice, elements that have always been central to Outlander. Gabaldon herself is writing scripts for both this series and the final season of Outlander. Fun fact, she finds scriptwriting easier than novel writing. It only takes her about 3 weeks to complete a script. With Blood of My Blood based on her planned trilogy about Jaime's parents, there's room for more seasons if the series succeeds. Blood of My Blood will premiere in late 2025, right after Outlander concludes, allowing us to enjoy the franchise even longer. For weekly updates on the Outlander series, make sure to like and follow. Meanwhile, check out the video on the screen, it might also interest you.